Good evening, and bienvenue à la cérémonie. My name is Hope Parnham, and I am the Canadian Society of Landscape Architects past president. I am joining you this evening from my home in Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island, the traditional and unceded territory of the Mi'kmaq First Nations. I am honored to be here with you this evening for this joint celebration of both the 2020 and 2021 recipients of the CSLA Awards of Excellence. I'd like to start by thanking our Awards of Excellence Program Committee, and specifically the Program Chair, Leanne Muir, and the awards jurors for their time and thoughtful consideration of the project submissions. This year's juror conducted their first ever virtual review of the submissions, and I want to recognize the added time and effort that it took to reinvent the process on the fly under the unusual circumstances of the past year. I was very happy to hear that the new process was considered a great success. I'd also like to thank our sponsor, Meglan Site Furniture, for their support of the award ceremony this evening. Your support for this event is truly appreciated. Thank you. As a student at the University of Manitoba many years ago, I had a part-time job working for the Awards of Excellence Program Committee. I was part of the team that received and sorted the hard copy submissions, and I set up the gallery and exhibition ahead of the arrival of the jurors. As a student, the experience was invaluable, as I was exposed to the best project examples from across the country. Thinking back now on that experience, it reminds me that these celebrations are not just about providing recognition to our award-winning landscape architects, but this process provides inspiration to the next generation of our profession. The projects demonstrate what landscape architects do today in our cities, towns, and across our rural communities across the country. The awards categories demonstrate the breadth of our profession in small, medium, and large design projects, as well as our scope, including research, planning and analysis, and communications. Tonight's show will provide an opportunity for us to see the highlights of the award-winning projects from the past 2 years. We will also have an opportunity to ask questions of the awards winners. I look forward to the opportunity when we can travel again to visit these sites in person, but in the meantime, let's enjoy our virtual tour this evening. My sincere congratulations to all recipients.
Exterior Living Wall by Outside Planning and Studio Design in the category of Research. Installed in 2010, this exterior living wall has withstood the test of time and offers a solution to carbon sequestration in urban environments, even in cold climates. Outside oversaw the feasibility study, research, and development of a unique system to withstand our harsh climate. Learnings offer valuable insight as humanity searches for tools to address urban heat island effect, stormwater management, pollution, and carbon, while bringing beauty and nature back into urban environments. Rain City Strategy, a green rainwater infrastructure and rainwater management initiative by the City of Vancouver, in the category of Planning and Analysis. The Rain City Strategy reimagines and transforms how we manage rainwater in the City of Vancouver, with the goals of improving water quality, resilience, and livability through creating healthy urban ecosystems. Developed by a multidisciplinary team of landscape architects, planners, engineers, business planners, accountants, and ecologists, the Rain City Strategy outlines a citywide plan that will revolutionize how we design public spaces and green infrastructure practices. Top of the World Highway Interpretive Plan by Envision Insight Group with Cultural Heritage Specialist Wendy Shear in the category of Planning and Analysis. The Top of the World Highway is one of the nation's most spectacular scenic drives, connecting Dawson, Yukon, and Alaska across the traditional territory of the Trondequequechin. The landscape architects developed a culturally rooted framework for communicating their memories, stories, and traditional practices at significant sites in the landscape. The interpretive plan approach demonstrates reconciliation in practice. The Meadow Way by Perkins and Will in the category of Planning and Analysis. Located within the Gatineau Hydro Corridor in Scarborough, Ontario, the Meadowway will transform 16 kilometers of highly maintained monoculture into one of the largest urban linear green spaces in Canada. Once complete, it will connect Toronto's downtown with the Don River Valley and Rouge National Park. It will serve as a blueprint for revitalization, a world-class example of active linear green space, and a precedent for future hydro corridor restoration. Bank of Canada Head Office Renewal by DETA in the category of small-scale landscapes. The transformation for Canada's central bank provided an opportunity to augment the public realm around the bank, improving and animating landscape and public amenity at a significant location in the parliamentary district. This new landscape edge improves the perimeter streetscapes and provides a new downtown public gathering space. Community Well-Being, a Framework for the Design Professions by Dialogue in the category of communications. The Community Well-Being Framework, CWF, is a research-based guide to revolution. As a design thinking toolkit, it replaces the jargon and unreachable aspirations that often characterize conversations about social, economic, and sustainability goals in design. By repositioning key conversations as matters of well-being, the combination of social, economic, environmental, cultural, and political conditions identified by individuals and their communities as essential for them to flourish and fulfill their potential, the CWF fosters a paradigm shift. For use by professionals or community members, it yields purpose-built design solutions and the confidence to champion them. Archaeology and Calgary's Parks Uncovering Human History by the City of Calgary in the category of research. Archaeology resources offer us a glimpse into how people lived in the past and reveals their intimate connection to and knowledge of the landscape. People have been drawn to the confluence of the Bow and Elbow for thousands of years, making Calgary an archaeological hotspot in Alberta. We are fortunate in Calgary to have such a rich history and one that landscape architects need to know more about. Walterdale Bridge by Dialogue in the category of large-scale landscapes. In only its first year, Walterdale Bridge has become the defining icon for Edmonton. More than simply a crossing for cars, the new bridge creates a public space where the duality of city and nature are celebrated at a pivotal, historically significant location. The elegant bridge and surrounding trails allow seamless connections and is a magnet for pedestrians of all abilities, joggers, cyclists, and photographers. It will remain a point of pride for decades. Mechanized River Valley Access by Dialogue in the category of medium-scale landscapes. The Mechanized River Valley Access connects Edmonton's downtown with its spectacular river valley. The large elevation difference and steep slopes of the river valley are part of its beauty, but make access difficult for those with mobility challenges. This project is an intuitive, barrier-free journey that includes a funicular, staircase, promenade and lawn, pedestrian bridge, lookout, and elevator to Valley Trail. This is a remarkable urban space defined by placemaking and delight throughout all seasons. Aga Khan Garden by Thomas Woltz, Nelson Bird Woltz Landscape Architects, in the category of medium-scale landscapes. The recently inaugurated Aga Khan Garden, Alberta, is at the heart of the University of Alberta's Botanic Garden. As the world's northernmost Islamic garden, it interprets the conceptual and physical manifestations of traditional design principles within the context of Alberta's climate, ecology, and culture. Manitobagan by Public City Architecture in the category of small-scale landscapes. Where there are no hills, you build them. Manitobagan at St. Vital Park is Winnipeg's first universally accessible toboggan slide structure. It represents the city's commitment to barrier-free social infrastructure. The project includes 2 toboggan slides, a lookout tower, a warming hut that doubles as a picnic shelter, and a ramp that meanders through an existing forest canopy to a wheelchair-accessible toboggan launch and viewing deck. West Eau Claire Park by O2 Planning and Design in the category of medium-scale landscapes. The project for West Eau Claire Park is a reimagining of a highly valued public space along the Bow River in Calgary that creates new public amenities while weaving critical flood mitigation measures into the fabric of the park. It helps to build a more beautiful, safe, connected, and vibrant city while strengthening the city's resilience to changing climates. Le Square Dorchester, réaménagement de la portion nord par Claude Cormier et Associés dans la catégorie d'aménagement à petite échelle. Le réaménagement de la partie nord de l'historique Square Dorchester constitue la troisième phase du renouvellement du plus grand espace public du centre-ville de Montréal. Dans les années 60, l'extrémité nord a été amputée par la construction d'un garage souterrain et l'élargissement d'une rue. Le projet récupère plus de 30% d'espace public, transformant ainsi les contraintes en occasion d'incorporer de manière ludique une fontaine victorienne classique ainsi que 2 passerelles piétonnes distinctives.
It's a pleasure to perform for you. My name is Amanda Martinez, and this is my very good friend and longtime guitarist, Mr. Kevin Laliberté. We're going to do a song for you that we wrote prior to the pandemic that came out on my latest album, Libre, but it talks about waking up with the world kind of upside down, but feeling as if there is hope.
Con mi mundo al revés sin ninguna razón, tal vez hallaré el camino aquel donde todo empezó. Comenzaré a disfrutar de romance hasta encontrar mi balance y este horizonte tan lleno de amor. La canción bajo la sombra ya veo tu forma y una ilusión. Déjame ver los recuerdos de ayer. Una vez más quiero volver. Dame tus manos, tu risa y tu voz. I'm waiting for a falling star. Una vez más quiero volver. Dame tus manos, tu risa y tu voz. I'm waiting for a falling star. I'm hoping that you're not too